So here are some things that you should probably keep in mind about wigs, and please don't mind that I'm looking off of the notes that I wrote, because I want to make sure I cover all my bases. The first thing you want to do is measure your circumference. You want to measure how big your head is all the way around. This is particularly important for women and women's wigs. Men's wigs have a couple of measurements that are kind of important. The circumference, of course, is very important, but also the width of the head is very important with men's wigs, because they tend to have a little bit more space around the temples. But let's go ahead and just assume that you're a girl, because my site caters specifically to women with PCOS. So this is how I like to take my circumference measurement. Okay, so consider this Crash Course Wigs 101. I'm gonna go ahead and take off my wig. Now this is a personal wig, so I don't always wear a wig cap underneath it. But I will say that measuring your circumference is much, much easier with a wig cap on. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take out a wig cap. This is a John Renault wig cap. The color is blonde. And these either come in individual packets like this, and I sell these on my site, or you can buy them in packs of 12 in bulk, and you'll save about $1.50 that way. They do tear after about a week or so, maybe 2 weeks of wear. It's just natural. They're made, the ones I wear, and I get this question a lot too, because there are fishnet wig caps, and then there are these nylon ones, and I might make a video specifically just about this too. But this kind, the kind that looks like pantyhose, is the kind you need if you have profound hair loss, because this will keep all those baby hairs in check, and this will give your scalp the most coverage. This cap also looks the most convincing underneath monofilament. So if you go with a higher end wig cap construction, you'll want something like this because it'll look like your scalp. Now, of course, this also comes in a darker beige color in case you've got kind of like olive skin, or you've got like that really pretty caramel color skin. And if you are really dark ebony colored, we have black wig caps too. So you want to try to match either the color of your wig, especially if the wig is open cap, because you're not going to be able to see down, and I'll explain this in a few minutes if you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you're wearing monofilament, you want it to match your skin. So this one matches mine the closest, and this is the blonde or light colored one. And I'm just going to put this on. Now when they're first out of the package, they're a little tight, but that's all right because they'll stretch out just like pantyhose does when you wear it for a little while. Okay. And I grab my trusty tape measure. You're going to need one of these. Now the reason I like doing this with the wig cap on is twofold. The first reason is because it holds all your hair down, so if you do have some bio hair, it isn't getting in the way. It kind of is compressed to give you a true measurement. And the second reason I like them to wear the wig cap while I measure is because it gives you a perimeter to trace. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to start right here at the top, and I'm going to take my tape measure all around the perimeter edge of this. And the great thing about having the wig cap is you can drop that because you know exactly what you're tracing. Okay, so there's the top there. There's that. It's going to be kind of awkward at first, but once you get the hang of it, it's not so bad. And then right around 23.5 inches. Right around this area here. So a little bit more than that, but not quite 24 inches. So that's how to know what your circumference is. And then based on what your circumference measurement is, you can determine what cap size you need. Now, the way that I evaluate wig cap size depends a lot on the brand and the style of wig, because not all wig sizes are created equal. Not all averages are created equal, and that's why on my site you'll see wigs for large-ish average size heads and smallish average size heads, so that you'll know that some average wigs fit a little bigger or smaller than others. But yeah, technically I could wear a large cap. Anything above 23 inches is technically large cap territory, but I actually prefer wearing average sized caps most of the time because it's not difficult to find them where they aren't so snug that they're uncomfortable. And the great thing is about that is that you want them to fit kind of tight. You don't want them to fit super tight. You don't want them to give you headaches or migraines, and you don't want them to pull in weird places or anything like that. And if it leaves marks on your head, it's probably too tight. But the reverse is if it's too small, then it slips. You have difficulty keeping it in place. It'll ride up. So you want to find that kind of baby bear sort of just right size. And for me, that often ends up being in the large-ish side of average. It fits snug, fits securely without any adhesives, and I don't really have to fuss with it too much. But it takes time to know what that size is for you. So you're going to go through a trial and error period. You're going to end up everybody that buys wigs exclusively online goes through this. So again, woosah, woosah. Set aside a budget and just know that you're going to end up buying wigs that may or may not work and experimenting a little bit while you try to figure out what styles work on you, what colors work on you, and what brands fit you the best. And that takes time. So once you have your circumference measurement, you'll know whether to get something that's in a petite, average, or large size. And for more information about that, just go to my site. There are also other resources online you can find for what those designations really are.